This is a Tesla coil. All I did was turn it on. Wait till you see what happens when we add a light bulb, music, and the human body. But what the hell is a Tesla coil? Its inventor, Nikola Tesla, believed that it would utterly transform the world. Now, he was a genius of monumental proportions. He believed that through harnessing the power of electricity and understanding the laws of nature, he could create wireless energy transmission, supersonic airships powered by giant electrical towers, a thought camera, and a death ray capable of destroying entire armies. He also believed in a non-physical reality and was determined to penetrate its secrets, but like many geniuses, his life was incredibly tortured. But could Tesla have been right? Could there be a non-physical reality? Not only am I going to show you more of what this Tesla coil can do, but I'm going to reveal the answer to Tesla's biggest mystery. Einstein was once asked what it was like to be the smartest man alive. He replied, "I don't know. You'll have to ask Nikola Tesla." Tesla was born in 1856 during a lightning storm, which caused the midwife to say he will be a child of the storm, but his mother replied, "No, of the light." He was an extremely gifted child and so good at mathematics, his teachers would actually accuse him of cheating. Growing up, he became obsessed with electromagnetic fields, and his thoughts became so obsessive that it started to take a toll on his mental health. He became addicted to gambling, lost all of his tuition money, dropped out of school, and he had a nervous breakdown. But after recovering from his breakdown, Tesla was walking in a park and had a flash of intuition, and he drew a diagram in the dirt with a stick that illustrated a motor using rotating magnetic fields by alternating currents, which led him to invent the world's first practical and functioning motor run on AC power, or alternating current. Tesla's genius caught the attention of, guess who? Thomas Edison. You know Thomas Edison, right? The so-called inventor of the light bulb. Well, it turns out that Thomas Edison was a huge asshole, and it's rumored that many of his inventions, like the light bulb, were actually rip-offs of others' work. Tesla was about to find this out the hard way. Tesla believed that alternating current, or AC, was superior, while Edison thought it was too dangerous, and direct current, or DC, was better. Well, despite their disagreement, Edison told Tesla that if he could improve his DC generators, that he'd reward him with $50,000, which today would be over $1 million. Now, after working for several months, Tesla was successful, and so he went to Edison for his reward, who didn't pay up. And Edison told him that he was just joking. Tesla was so discouraged, he quit and took a job digging ditches for $2 a day. Some places say $2 an hour, but regardless, it's a very low amount of money. Guess what? Edison's bullying didn't end there. Now, a man named George Westinghouse saw how amazing Tesla's inventions were and that they were based on AC power. So he bought Tesla's patents. Thomas Edison saw the rise of AC power as a direct competitor to his DC power, so Edison launched a smear campaign against AC. Edison wanted to show that AC power was too dangerous, so he and his cohorts began publicly electrocuting dogs, cats, cattle, horses, and even an elephant. Yeah, huge asshole. But guess what? It gets worse. See, Edison wanted to show that AC power could be used in executions to further associate AC power with death. So one of Edison's employees built the first electric chair. The first ever use of the electric chair was a disaster. The first 17-second long charge failed to kill the man. And while the second charge finally did, the whole thing was a horrible 8-minute long ordeal. Tesla said if your hate could be turned into electricity, it would light up the whole world. Despite Edison's gruesome smear campaign, AC eventually won out. It could travel much further, which made it cheaper and easier to use, and it could be made safer for households with an alternator. By the way, all the outlets in your house, they're AC. Tesla once said, "I don't care that they stole my idea. I care that they don't have any of their own. Tesla was a monumental genius, to say the least, and had over 300 patents. I don't have the time to list all his inventions and discoveries, but ultimately he wanted to provide the entire world with wireless energy and end wars through his inventions. In fact, the Tesla coil gives a demonstration of this wireless energy transmission. To see how, watch what happens when we add a light bulb into the mix. Next, I'm going to show you what happens when you add music and the human body. But first, what was Tesla's greatest secret? Because this is where things get really interesting. What was the mystery that he couldn't crack? Tesla said, "My brain is only a receiver. In the universe, there is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength, and inspiration. I have not penetrated into the secrets of this core, but I know that it exists." So what was he talking about? The secret core of the universe that contains all knowledge. That's the mystery we're going to reveal right now. Tesla believed that his brain was only a receiver for a hidden signal from the core of the universe. But what does this mean exactly? Tesla believed that there was a non-physical reality. He said, "The day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in 1 decade than all the previous centuries of its existence." Quantum mechanics has absolutely obliterated the idea that reality is material. In 1924, physicist Louis de Broglie discovered matter waves. It was discovered that when you closely examine matter, it does not behave like matter at all. It starts to behave like a wave. Only this wave isn't any kind of physical wave. Quantum mechanics founder Max Planck said that atoms and matter don't exist, and that mind controls the universe. Physicist Erwin Schrödinger likened physical reality to a shared dream, and Heisenberg said that the ultimate reality was mathematical mind. Tesla was well ahead of his time to realize that there was a non-physical reality. Now, let's solve his ultimate mystery. We can solve it using a cutting-edge system known as ontological mathematics. Now, obviously, I can't explain the entire system here. It's something that takes years to understand, but I'll give you a peek into the system that solves Tesla's mystery. In ontological mathematics, there is one equation that governs all of existence, and this equation is known as the source formula. In contemporary mathematics, it's called Euler's formula, and it's known as one of the most beautiful and mysterious formulas that exist. This formula describes a perfect circle that eternally generates waves. Now, the waves that it generates are known as sine waves. Specifically, it generates sine and cosine waves. But these aren't physical waves. The total result of the source formula is 0. And so when we treat it as real, it and the waves that it generates are zero-dimensional with respect to space and time. In other words, they are unextended, maximally length contracted, and time dilated. They are pure frequencies of mind that have no physical dimensionality. But through a mathematical operation known as a Fourier transform, we can represent or transform frequencies into functions of space and time. Not only that, but by using just frequencies alone, we can generate any physically realizable wave structure, no matter how complicated it might be. Now remember that quantum mechanics shows that matter isn't truly matter at all. Ultimately, everything behaves like a wave. And by using the source formula as a generator of mental frequencies that can be represented as functions of space and time, we can create any physically realizable wave structure, no matter how complicated, even as complicated as the universe itself. What this means is that reality isn't actually physical, but instead reduces to pure mathematical frequencies of mind that all resolve to 0. We can construct the entire universe out of nothing but a multiplicity of mental frequencies. Tesla said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. All perceptible matter comes from a primary substance filling all space, calling into existence in never-ending cycles all things and phenomena. He also said, the ultimate purpose is the complete mastery of mind over the material world. What Tesla was talking about, that secret core of the universe of which his brain is only receiver, is the source singularity of pure mind. It's the frequency domain, an eternal domain of mind, a collection of frequencies that give rise to the illusion of matter, just like a shared dream. Your body, it's just an avatar. It's not you. What you truly are is a being of mathematical mind, a collection of eternal frequencies that connect to a body through the brain and nervous system. This information can change the world because when we realize that we're all eternal beings in this shared dream together, we can begin transforming this world into something beautiful. Tesla said, "Peace can only come as a natural consequence of universal enlightenment." And it's our mission to light up the world. Speaking of light, obviously I don't have the time to get into all the details of our mathematical system, but in my other videos, I show how these frequencies of mind are also light. Reality is mathematical, mental, living, light. But I really want to show you what this Tesla coil does with music and the human body. Tesla said, "I am part of a light, and it is the music. The light fills my six senses. I see it, hear it, feel, smell, touch, and think. Thinking of it means my sixth sense. Particles of light are written notes. A bolt of lightning can be an entire sonata. 1,000 balls of lightning is a concert. For this concert, I have created a ball lightning, which can be heard on the icy peaks of the Himalayas." What we're going to do is use Bluetooth to send a song to the Tesla coil and see what it does with it. If you want to know more about our system, the secrets of reality it reveals, and how we're changing the world, check out my channel, subscribe, and help us light up this dark planet. A big shout out to all my supporters on Patreon. Support on Patreon and get access to weekly secret live streams, our hidden server, the Citadel, and a lot more. My name is Morgue, and I am Hyperion. Hail, New Terra.